Imagine, if you will, a conference in the not-too-distant future. A meeting of minds and devices that allow information to flow freely and to be retrieved with ease. The venue is full of the latest technologies designed to launch your event into the stratosphere. You've entered the conference zone. Chris is attending an upcoming conference and also presenting a keynote. He's previously registered online and connected with the venue's own online net presence. As well as conference updates, he's been receiving detailed information about what's going to be happening while he's there. He's received event updates, uploaded his keynote presentation to the venue's server, and he's even downloaded a coupon to his smartphone for a free coffee at Regatta's. On the plane over, he examined his conference program, read a few abstracts, and refined his preferred schedule ready for the big event. It automatically syncs to his smartphone when he lands. When Chris arrives at the center's main foyer, he's notified that he's within range of the center's network. He accepts the invitation to join and immediately is asked whether he is a delegate, exhibitor, or presenter. He can't see the registration area from where he is. However, he can see on his iPhone and his iPad a map of the venue indicating where he is and visual directions on where to go. The check-in area is busy, but he can see that he can do that on his iPad, so that's exactly what he does. The system confirms his details and checks that he's requested the correct AV equipment for his presentation. Chris remembers that he'd like an extra radio microphone so that he can walk into the audience as part of his presentation. He requests a microphone online, and that information is available to the tech staff waiting in the presenter's lounge. With some time to kill, Chris uses his coupon to get that coffee at Regatta's. They just scan the barcode right there on his smartphone. Wandering up and down the exhibition level, he sees a large display in the foyer with the visual representation of other attendees that have already checked in. They call this a social radar. There might be someone he knows on it. So, on his iPad, Chris chooses to allow his image to appear in the display. In the exhibition, he visits a number of stands. At each one, they scan his ID tag, and conveniently, their marketing collateral, brochures, etc., are deposited right into his digital bag. He can view it all later on one of his many devices, or he can wait till he gets home. He gets an alert on his phone that Mike Smith has spotted him on the social radar and wants to catch up. The system tells him that he's currently in the lobby, so Chris accepts the invitation and indicates that he will go to him. After lunch, he decides at the last minute to attend one of the other keynote sessions before his. He easily opens up the portal on his iPad, selects the session, and luckily there is still room. So he books himself in and then heads off to the room, following the directions on his device. Surprisingly, the presenter really isn't there. He's actually in London, and his hologram-like image appears on stage. It seems very lifelike, and it must have saved the organizers a bundle. He's impressed with the presenter and decides he'd actually like to keep a video of the recording for later on. He simply drags the session name into his digital bag right there on his smartphone. Now that will appear there as soon as the session is finished. Later, Chris's keynote goes so well. The extra equipment he ordered was there, and the technician had already updated the version of his presentation ready to go. During the presentation, he was able to show a video that he'd placed in his digital bag and indicated that it would be available to delegates to download to theirs at any stage. As the room was packed to the rafters, some delegates who couldn't get in simply watched Chris's presentation as a live webcast on their laptop or phone, while they enjoyed a coffee in one of the many informal areas or pods throughout the foyer. Later, while Chris is enjoying a well-earned drink in the beer garden, he gets an alert on his phone. It's a message from the organizers advising that the bus for tonight's winery tour is now leaving from a different location. Fortunately, he can click on a map and see exactly where that'll be. Chris's time at the conference was great. The technology employed helped him get around the venue, make new contacts, and certainly catch up with some old ones. It allowed him to quickly collect only the information that he wanted and to be entertained in the process. After the conference, Chris arrived home, and he could see that there was quite a lot of survey data collected during the event, and some of that was now available to him as a presenter in his digital bag. He can even offer his own feedback, and he can connect with some of those exhibitors he met with by simply clicking on the link in their digital bags.